Hello, friends. My name is Coco, and you don't know me, and I don't know you. But I'm very happy you're alive today. Today is Friday. Woohoo! We made it. I'm so excited because this week was kind of crazy, and I'm totally over it. But this week kind of brought me up to a really, really good point. This week was kind of crazy, and as y'all know, I kind of had a rough day yesterday. Maybe you did too. But this is a really, really good point. You need to make sure that you have somewhere where you can let yourself fall, or at least let yourself kind of, decompress in a sense. Like I have my house, some people might have a room or a backyard or a garage or whatever it is that's your place that you can kind of relax. Some people, kind of let go in their car, whatever it might be. I like to say house, and I know that's kind of hard because depending on if you have family or roommates or whatever the case that's causing you strife. However, I would kind of suggest working towards that because when you kind of have your own, space, whether it's a house or a room or whatever it may be, when you kind of have your own space, you start to feel a little bit better when you're dealing with all of the crap out there. Because sometimes out there it gets way too crazy and you end up having like the most horrible, awful, good for nothing, bad, terrible day, Alexander. But, it's nice to kind of have that bad day and then be able to come home somewhere where you feel safe and you feel like, okay, that was awful, but I can just let myself go here. And even if, I end up burning something, or, I used shampoo instead of conditioner, whatever the case may be, it's not too bad. And I feel frustrated, I can scream it out, I can punch a pillow, I can cry it out, or whatever the case may be, without feeling like I'm putting myself out there or putting myself in a sense of vulnerability or, just feeling like I can't. The worst part about, I think, dealing with depression is not being able to let it out, and whether it's letting it out with music or writing or, if you work out and you punch that thing to help get it out, whatever it is, you need an outlet to help let it out, I think at times we tend to say we can do it or we'll just get past it or whatever, it's fine, whatever, it's fine, whatever, it's fine. And then we start to fill up with it, almost like a water balloon. We become so full with all of our, anxiety, our depression, our doubts, our self-loathing, or self-hate, that there's only a matter of time until we pop. And when we pop is when we tend to have a really bad episode and we become an endangerment to ourselves. So I just wanted to say, I think it's very important that you do have your own space, whether it is, again, a room or a garage or whatever the case may be, just somewhere where you can kind of let yourself go. Somewhere where you can feel like, okay, and it's got the things that make you happy in it, like my house, I'm looking around here, my house has like my ukulele, I have my crocheting, I have like a box full of crayons and color pencils for, my coloring books. I have lots of things accessible to me within easy reach to help me deal with a really bad day, or a really bad week. So I would suggest that to you. Make sure you have a space, and I understand, like I said, it might be hard because of where you're at right now in your life. However, try to work towards having your own space because, man, it is a world of a difference having your own space and feeling like, I can be me in my own dojo. But still, I mean, you feel like there's this place where you can be you and it's okay. And even if you fall, nobody's going to judge you. So I'm very fortunate to have my own place and to be able to have that. But even when I didn't have my own place before, I had my room, or I had writing as an outlet. I had something to kind of outlet myself so that way I wasn't drowning in my depression, because you already feel like you're drowning once you're in it, but then you start to feel like you're sinking and drowning, and that's probably one of the worst feelings ever. Because you think once you hit the bottom, there's nothing worse than that, but then you hit the bottom and it gets a lot worse. So, just try to find your own space. And kind of brought me, as I was pondering on my pondering blanket the other day, really brought me to a, really good point. I look online and it's kind of hard to find depression groups in my area or, events and things like that. And I thought, man, what if there's this building where people can go to who have depression and it's just a building that has like coloring or movies and things like that, and they can just sit and just let themselves fall, whether they're going to cry about it and let it come out that way, or whether they're just going to be quiet and just kind of sort it through in here. Whatever the case is, just like a building that they can go to, and they can just sit there and just feel okay. And I thought, man, it'd be cool if I had this building and I had a room that kind of looked like the beach and it simulated that, UV sunlight and, the waves and the warm sand. And I thought, man, that'd be nice. It's nice to ponder. Maybe someday I'll do it. Who knows? But it is very important for you to have your own space. So, you know, do the best that you can. That's all that anybody asks for. And remember to find your own space so that way you yourself can feel peace of mind when the world out there can be kind of crazy, okay? The worst part is to deal with the crazy world and deal with the craziness that's going on in here and then trying to tell yourself to calm down. So see if that helps. Let me know. I know it helped me. Like I said, even when I didn't have a house, I had my own room. I had, you know, a backyard I could go to. I went for a walk. Just, you know, I went to a playground. At one point in time, I was at this kid's playground just kind of chilling and, you know, letting the world go by while I read. Just find some place that you can feel like you can be you and that you're okay to fall. Okay? So, I love you all. Do the best you can. That's all that anybody asks for. And remember, I am very happy you're alive today. It's Friday. Go out there and have some fun, okay? All right, guys. I love you. Be safe. Don't get too crazy. Be safe. I love you guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.